OK, enough of the biodiversity down here at Arles. Let's head over to Portland now to join Iolo, who I believe is going to try and make up for the awful faux pas that he made last week when he went out to find live badgers. He's promised us something live tonight. Will he deliver?
Yes, well, I hope I can deliver, Chris. I hope I can deliver. Now, welcome to the Isle of Portland. Actually, we're at the southern edge of it at a place called Portland Bill, and it's a beautiful place. Rocky coastline, hay meadows full of wildflowers and singing skylarks here. There's the lighthouse where we were yesterday. That's the bird observatory now. And it's dotted with old quarries here. After all, Portland stone is world famous. It was used to build St Paul's Cathedral and Buckingham Palace, no less. And behind me, you'll see I have one of those old quarries. Now, yesterday, I didn't just promise you, I guaranteed you little owls live. Well, our long lens camera operator, James Stevens, has got his lens firmly fixed on a little owl. Take a look at this. Look at that, eh? You can keep your beavers and your non-appearing badgers. It's only on Springwatch we bring you live little owls. Isn't that a beauty? It's been there for well over an hour now, just waiting for the light to die down to go out and hunt. But earlier in the week, there was a lot more activity at this site. The birds, there we are, look at those lemon yellow eyes. Stunning birds, really are. And those white eyebrows, they always look very angry, I think. Look at them. And behind it there is a whole myriad of tunnels where the nest will be. Hops around on the rocks, looking down, staring, looking for prey. And there's been a pair here, they tell me, for around 60 years. Isn't that remarkable? Not the same birds, of course, but they have had birds here, and off he goes to hunt. Now, the big question is, what do they eat? Well, just have a look at this. Have here an owl pellet. Look at that. See how small it is? It's much smaller than the pellet of a tawny owl or a barn owl. And you can see those little purple bits. Those are beetle elytra, or beetle wing cases. Now, it's an introduced bird. It was introduced in the 1840s, and in the 1930s there was a big outcry because landowners and gamekeepers claimed that little owls were taking game birds and chickens. So the BTO got in one of their top field naturalists, a lady called Alice Hibbert Ware. And what she did, she analysed thousands of these pellets. And what she found is that the bulk of the little owl's diet was actually made up of invertebrates. Things like earthworms. These birds are feeding an earthworm to their young. Beetles we've got here. Also, she found that it contained a few mice, a few voles and a few small birds, but no game birds. And back in the 1930s, actually hit the headlines. And because of Alice's diligent work, little owls were left alone, and rightly so. But despite all of Alice's hard work, little owl numbers have declined in the UK. They've declined by 65% in just the last 25 years, now estimated to be around 5,600 breeding pairs. But I'm pleased to say that here on Portland, little owls are doing really well. And this photograph was sent in to us recently. Little owl taking advantage of a rain shower, just bathing away. Fantastic photograph that by Mark Leach. Right, we've got to go back and have one last look at this little owl. Is it still there? I think it is. Look at that. Look at that. Hasn't moved for about an hour and a half now. But isn't that lovely? Bathing in the evening sunlight. That is a thigh-rubbingly good bird.